I'm sorry, can you stop breathing so loud?
Oh, that's
He's like,
How embarrassing.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Its-Shak here once again, and today's some crazy clips of the worst couples I can find. And like always, guys, my favorite clip will be at the end, but in this first one, it is pretty hilarious. This man is laughing at his ex-mother-in-law.
Thanks to you, my daughter has nothing. Nothing. And I want to know why the house was put in your mother's name when you've got two flashy cars on the drive. Sorry? Is that really the way to speak to your ex-mother-in-law?
Yeah, I mean, as funny as this clip was, this man did everything correctly. He clearly knew that he was going to get divorced and put everything under his mother's name, or probably did it from the start. In my opinion, this is probably a safer way than a prenup.
Excuse me, what?
You are broke. You should not be dating.
Okay, I wonder if that applies to women as well as men.
I'm not saying if you're broke, you're not worthy of love and happiness.
Well, that's good, because that would be a very classist mentality.
You're just not worthy of me.
No, this is a pay-to-play kind of thing, is it?
Just kidding. You need to focus on yourself. Broke guys are usually the most insecure guys on the planet. I swear to God.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure they're very happy and secure in the fact that they don't have to worry about dating someone who's only after their money.
It's not necessarily their fault.
Oh?
Because as a society, we have prided men and we have made their self-worth contingent on how much money they make or their profession. If you don't like your circumstances, try to do something about it. Don't be mad at everyone else. Especially not me. What the fuck? What did I do?
Stop it. Get some help.
Now, I really do feel like people don't understand what a broke person really is. Someone who's making an average salary isn't broke, he's average. However, I do have to say, if you are someone who can't afford to pay next month's rent, or are having a hard time paying any of your bills and you're struggling, I don't think you should be dating. There are more important things that need priority than you and your love life, in my opinion. That's just man-to-man advice.
Expectations are far too high for where you rank. You'd be very well off to get a guy who's earning $45,000 to $50,000 and go off and have a couple of kids. I mean, this is your life.
oh my God.
I mean, so hold on. And this is where I need to. I'm not talking about a bum. I'm talking about an average working man who works hard for his money. And you're chuckling like I'm joking. That's some bull. Especially when you're average. And you were below average. And get off my. No. Take a break because I'm going to calm down. Nope, absolutely not.
You see what I mean? This is a perfect example about how some women don't understand what a broke person really is. If you're making 45, 55K a year, you're an average person. But these women are clearly on social media way too much, and they need a man to make six figures, 200, 300K a year, just because they hear that number from so many women on social media.
Women should just start using men's restrooms. Women should just use men's restrooms exclusively. We should just invade their space. In addition, I think that since they do use urinals and we would be able to see their genitalia, we should scoff and laugh every time. Every single time.
I really don't understand the point she's trying to make. I mean, imagine if a man said this. What kind of names would you guys think people are going to call that man? A lot of things.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
The heck?
We don't have power.
I'm not even gonna lie, that was a good uppercut by her part. Still very impressive.
Why are you so dramatic? So dramatic when we ask to do a simple task around the house. This goes out to the husbands. Men husbands. I asked my husband, can you sweep and mop? Please. I'll do the bathrooms. He said, no problem. I was like speechless. He didn't fight me on it. 4 days later, this shows up.
This is just like a man, and I don't mean that in any sort of negative tone. I mean that in a very good tone. Because men are logical thinkers, and they're really good at coming up with good solutions.
I mean, isn't this the definition of work smarter, not harder? This man saw a problem that he can easily fix that doesn't need constant attention and constant work. It's pretty genius.
Damn.
Okay, so if you guys don't understand it, those group of guys are actually talking to, I guess, a man. He's just trying to warn them because I guess they don't notice it. This guy is a true savior right here.
My man. This is, okay, before I was lazy, this is what I used to do. So now, I have my whole room.
Taylor, no. That's not...
Isn't that sick?
No. No.
And watch this, watch this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
It's a couch.
Stop. Stop.
I mean, just another clip of how men are so simple and how men really just work smarter, not harder. I feel like a lot of men who live alone do the exact same thing.
100.7 FM, non-stop pop.
Girls always ask why grown men are still playing video games. Well, it's the same reason you don't leave the house without your makeup. It's a nice little escape from reality.
Lady, heal me tonight.
Yeah, ready? Ready, come back, come back.
Yeah, I have a feeling this isn't the only way she's getting tossed around.
Men refused to accept a $38 Temu engagement ring from her fiance who makes 6 figures, and then asked if she was in the wrong. She shared the story on Reddit saying that she's been with her fiance for 3 years and he proposed just a few weeks ago. She was really excited about the proposal and at first glance thought the ring was fine and was even complimented on it by her friends who said it was stunning. She asked her fiance where he got the ring and he was reluctant to tell her, but he did say that he got a good deal on it. She asked if it was a diamond or moissanite, out of curiosity, and he said he didn't know so he would look it up. She glanced at his phone and saw him on the Temu app. She was like, and then he got upset that she was bothered by it, even though he didn't think it mattered, and he left the room to sleep on the couch. She downloaded the app the next day and saw that the ring was only $38, and she was confused as to why her fiance would get her something as monumental as an engagement ring from, and I can't stress this enough, Temu. For reference, according to a 2023 The Knot study, the average cost of an engagement ring in the US is $5,500.
So I definitely believe the size of the ring doesn't determine the length of the marriage. In fact, there is a new study that shows the bigger the ring, the higher the divorce rate, which is pretty insane. However, this is just not okay. I can't defend it. I'm not telling they gotta spend $5,500, but only spending $30 on your woman, like I know guys who spend more on McDonald's. That's just not okay.
As you can see, the more you around, the more you're gonna find out.
Don't you know if she likes you, she'll link with you behind the dumpster. She'll link with you in your passenger seat. She'll link with you on the top of a tree if you told her to. What are you talking about? You gotta do this. Where's the law on that?
So I agree with his point, just not the way he said it. I don't think you should be with the woman who does this to herself in these places. But when a girl really likes you and F's with you, you don't gotta spend any money for you to see it.
So here's a reality check for you. You can't make someone love you by giving them more of what they already don't appreciate. Let that sink in.
You don't know I have a problem with stuff like this. The real reason I have a problem with it. Most women, I would say, that are getting plastic surgery are doing so to attract a man. And when they attract a man, they're probably going to want kids and a family. Once you have kids, those children are going to come out and look like you naturally look. They're not going to look like your plastic surgery version of yourself. They're going to look like the old version of you. And they're going to think to themselves, oh, I'm not good enough because I have this weird nose, or I have these small lips. Like, I don't have these nice lips like mom. They're going to struggle internally with not looking like their mom.
Yeah, I agree with her take. This makes complete sense. I mean, imagine if a man got leg lengthening surgery and now he's suddenly taller, and then he has sons and his sons are super short. Are you gonna suddenly teach your sons that they should do the exact same surgery? I just don't think that's a good idea. Learn to love yourself, man.
Excuse me, I think your friend is beautiful. She was looking at me. I just want to know, what's your name?
My name's Barbara.
Barbara?
Yeah. What's
Andrew.
your name?
Andrew.
Wait, how old are you though?
Me? I'm old enough. How old are you?
I'm 18.
You're 18? I'm 19.
Okay then.
Okay then. What are you doing out in Fort Lauderdale? You're too pretty to be clubbing.
I was just in there, but then I left.
So you got a boyfriend?
I don't have a boyfriend.
All right, one last question. Where'd you get that from?
Get what?
That smile. I mean, it worked.
You're not funny. You're not.
You literally laugh.
You're not funny.
But you laugh.
Where do you go? What college do you go to?
I don't go to college. I dropped out.
What do you do then?
Me? I do like Forex.
Wait, you're like in the road. What'd you say?
I work at McDonald's.
At least you have a job.
Perfect. I mean, I won't call her wifey. Obviously, she's in Miami or Florida, whatever it is. But I can't hate on this. This was a solid interaction.
Imagine having a son, raising him to 14 years old. You teach him to be lovely and respectful towards women. And then all of a sudden he gets a phone and he goes on social media and joins sites like Reddit and Twitter. And then he starts to see red pill content. And then he gets sucked into the pipeline and becomes a far right extremist who hates women. He starts calling you a bitch. And then before you know it, he's no longer your son, but he belongs to some weird ass movement. That is my worst nightmare.
I mean, can't your dad say the exact same thing about you? Don't you think he would be disappointed that he had raised a woman that hates men so much? Gotta love the double standard.
I've decided that I'm not going to see a guy again because he made me split the bill. Actually, I'm kind of annoyed. I was speaking to this guy for quite a while and he asked me out on a date and I was like, sure, because he seemed quite nice. In the bar, he paid for the 2 rounds of drinks, but I did offer to pay for the second round, which he was like, sure to. So I made him take my card, but then he ended up paying for it anyway. And he was like, it's fine, just pay for the next round. I knew that he had arranged for us to go for something to eat after. I was like, well, so I'm guessing he means pay for the meal, which I'm fine about. However, this place we went for a meal was extremely nice. Like, there were celebrities on the wall, like photos of Victoria Beckham and like actors and football players. And it was like Italian tapas, so you had to get like 4 or 5 tapas that were like 15 quid each to share. And that was his idea to go to this place. It wasn't my idea. So when the bill comes, I didn't even look at how much it was, but I was like, I'm happy to split it. And he was like, no, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, no, it's fine, because obviously I'm not going to be like, no, you pay for the meal. Even though, personally, I think he should have, because he asked me to go on that date to that restaurant that was quite expensive. I ended up paying 55 quid for half the meal, and it wasn't my idea. It wasn't my idea to go there.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Yeah, she's absolutely delusional. The fact that she was perfectly fine and comfortable with going on the date as long as he was using his money. You only got uncomfortable when you realized you're using your money. But when it was his money, no, it's perfectly fine, right? I mean, why don't you feel that uncomfortable when using someone else's money? The feeling you just had when you looked at the paintings on the wall and realized how expensive this restaurant was your cue to say, we should probably go somewhere cheaper. But women only have a problem with expensive dates when it's their money. So stupid.
That's it, brother. That's the way it is, cuz. What would you say is your best physical feature?
My personality.
Just answer the question.
Physical.
My.
Your ass?
Maybe.
You think so? Yes. Might do a 360 real quick?
It's a pretty cute butt.
I would have said your eyes.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I would have said eyes. It's a little small. That's why I said the eyes. I think eyes are your best physical feature.
Yeah, she won't be doing street interviews anymore after that.
Just want you to know that I love you. And I got you something because I care about you. You mean everything to me. And I hope that you really like it because you deserve it. Okay. You can open your eyes. Merry Christmas. Really? Yeah. Do you like it?
Beautiful interaction, beautiful couple, beautiful marriage. Nothing wrong with this. A woman who appreciates her man. Yeah, this is definitely the best thing I think I've seen today, but it's really unfortunate because I feel like a lot of young men lack this. They just need a father role to look up to, and when it should be your father, some men who don't have that be looking into other places, and that's how I feel like they get into the wrong people and start messing around and doing wrong things in the street. But a clip like this is something I look forward to. I can't wait for a moment like this.
Do you ever see a red flag and just think to yourself, like, is it that red, though? You know what I mean?
She was probably... I'm sorry. Can you stop breathing so loud, honey?
I never thought I'd
He's like...
to be
quietly.
Yeah, no woman should ever do that to her man, especially over breathing. She doesn't respect him in the slightest. And when someone is mocking you like this in front of anyone, they don't love you and they lost all respect for you as a man. I would definitely get a divorce after that. I am not even joking. And maybe you guys think I'm overreacting, but this is only gonna get worse with time. He needs to put his foot down or show some kind of dominance, because this is just gonna snowball over time. But that is just my opinion, guys. We could just wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys do more content like this, please watch the videos you guys see on the top screen. That is so much and all. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.